Up next, we have the Star Trek The Original Motion Picture Collection. Again, it's in a sleeve, looks nice. At the back of the ship here, you have the blue, gold, and red, just like the uniforms on the ship. Now let's flip this over. Okay, the back. We have a red phaser. We have a blue communicator. And this thing, I'm not really too sure what it is. I'm just gonna take a lucky guess. I'm gonna think it's maybe the medical kit that Bones carries, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like it. I don't know what this is actually. I have no idea. I can hear the voices now.
Oh, you're not a true Trekkie.
Alright, so let's take this sleeve off. Now, I like the art on this one. It's a similar concept to the last Blu-ray case that I showed, but I like this one better because it has the silhouette of the Enterprise right in the middle, and it looks good. Now flipping it to the back, you get the same general information of the contents of what's inside the case. Time to open this up. Now it's good to see that all the discs are attached to the case so they don't just fall out. It looks nice. You got Star Trek The Motion Picture. Now on the back here you have the insert. The insert has the information of, the movies that are in here. It comes in both English and French. It looks like there's also special features, which is always welcomed. I always like more Star Trek content. So let's go through these. On the left side here, you have Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. And you have Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. Let me just focus my camera. Alright, Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. But apparently not, because Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. You also get a bonus disc, which I'm guessing this is probably what has all the special features in it. Like I said before, it's always good to have more Star Trek content. Up next, following up right behind the movies, is the Star Trek collectible art illustrated by Juan Ortiz. Or Ortiz. I do apologize if I get the name wrong. It's a nice little envelope. Let's see what we have on the back. Looks like we have little previews of what the poster art looks like on the inside. It kind of ruins the surprise, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Okay, so here's the first one. Purple. Got the girl in the back and the Enterprise. I think I watched this movie, I can't remember. Oh, this one looks pretty good. This one's okay, I guess. I don't know. Voyage Home, the whales, like, not much you could do with this one. This one looks like they stopped trying. And this one has like a Samurai Jack art style going for it. Now, here are all 6 posters spread out on my desk. Overall, I think they look good. So, here we got Star Trek The Motion Picture. The human adventure is just beginning. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. At the end of the universe lies the beginning of vengeance. Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. A dying planet, a fight for life. Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Damn it, camera, focus. A catastrophe in the future can only be averted by a journey into Earth's past. Wow, am I reading a novel? Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. The power is within you. Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. The battle for peace has begun. So that's all 6 of them. I think they look pretty cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them though. Maybe put them up on my wall or just keep them in safekeeping inside the envelope. And finally, we have the Star Trek collectible Starfleet Insignia badge. And here it is. Keeping up with the theme of black and gold, you have the 50 in gold, as you can see. Let's flip it around. Feels a little bit wobbly. Oh, here we go. All right, so it's a magnet, so you can stick it onto your clothes. That's nice. I have a little bit of mixed feelings with this item. Like it looks good. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, it looks good. I do like it, but I do have my mixed feelings because the 50 on it, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I would have preferred if it was just like a regular comm badge like you see on the show, and maybe if on the back they put the number 50 for 50th anniversary. And actually, what could have maybe been a little bit better is if they maybe provided a second faceplate for the comm badge. Just stick it on there, cover up the 50. It would have been nice. But hey, at the end, they didn't need to provide this. They didn't need to provide the concept art. They could have just put in the movies and the shows, and people would have bought it. But you know what? This is a good addition to it. I'm happy overall. As the Klingons say, it's a good day to be a Star Trek fan. Kapla! And that's it. That's everything in the box. Overall, I am happy with this purchase. I think the packaging is fantastic. I just like the overall look of it, the simplicity of it, the black and gold. I'm sure that maybe some might not like that. Hell, I could think of other concepts they could have used, like perhaps just all the boxes have some kind of the original series type of colors, if you know what I mean. Some heavy on the grays and orange, kind of like the Constitution ship. But personally, I like it. And for a 50th anniversary, I think it's a well packaged item. Now, as far as the video goes, this is where it pretty much ends. I showed off the item. I'm happy with it. Worth every penny. This is where I kind of start a little bit, rambling on a little bit. Star Trek related though. So, for those of you that want to tune out, thanks for watching. For those of you that want to stay and listen to me ramble for a bit, thanks for listening. So this is the first piece of Star Trek that I actually own in video format. I wouldn't say I'm a super duper huge fan of Star Trek, but I have watched every single movie up until the new ones, Star Trek Beyond, and I have watched every single show. That being said, however, not necessarily every single show, because I actually never completed watching the original series. I used to watch it online, but then one day all the links just disappeared and I couldn't finish watching it. So I moved on to the Next Generation, then I moved on to DS9, then Voyager, and finally Enterprise. Then I watched some of the movies. Actually, I watched all of the movies except the original movies. I did watch some of the original movies like Wrath of Khan, but now that I have this box set, I can watch everything. I can watch all the episodes of the original series. I can watch the animated series, and I can watch all the movies. So I'm really happy about this. And for myself, I figured, hey, if I'm going to own one piece of Star Trek, might as well be the original series. Alright, so now I am 100% done. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next Dango Vids. Oh, wrong theme song.